What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. And I will be playing with Slave today because someone in my Discord, shouts Artorius, said to. And I like slaves, so screw it. I don't know if I'll commit to it, though. We'll have to see how the run goes. And you know what? I'm bringing my homie. Because last time we brought him along, we didn't even upgrade him to Legendary. A crime. A true crime. We can't let such a thing go. We have to take him. Though, also non-committal. You guys know the drill. Or if you don't know the drill and you're new here, hi, what's going on? Make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. I play this game a lot. I'm Hax. How's it going? I don't know why I'm assuming new people are going to see this, but maybe they will. Yeah. I forgot. I lost my train of thought what I was doing before that. I became a YouTuber and had to do the like and subscribe thing, you know? Don't remember what I was saying before that, but I'm going to be playing, potentially... Oh, no, I remember now. Like, I always say, non-committal at the start of runs because, I like to let the game kind of dictate what I'm going to build. Like, if the game offers me a build path that makes sense for Slave or Hunter, then sure, we'll play Slave or Hunter, maybe. Depends on what else we see. But if the game doesn't offer me a build path that makes sense, where I can build like a viable winning strategy with these characters, then of course it makes sense to not play them. It's all about the flow of the RNG. Hopefully it goes well. Another thing I talk about that you'll hear me talk about a lot if you stick around and you're new somehow and you found me randomly, is door count RNG. Something a lot of people don't even think about when they're playing this game. The amount of doors you go into before you get to a shop or boss fight is actually random. It can be a high amount of doors or a low amount of doors. And the preference is high because the more doors you go into, the more resources you have, like bone shards and money. And if you don't get a lot of doors to go into when you get to a shop, you'll be a lot poorer. And miss out on re-rolling through a lot of items. And across the course of the run, it's literally the worst thing that can happen to a Skull run. Is low rolling your door count. By far. And it's something you have no control over. So, welcome to Skul the Hero Slayer, friend. Hope you enjoy it. Great game with a lot of jank under the hood. That's one of the things that I dislike the most about Skul, is door count RNG. I kind of wish they would just standardize it and make it consistent across all runs, but what are you going to do? There are ways to overcome low door counts. One of those ways is by getting gold % on items, such as gold incense burner, or any number of them, so you can have more gold. It fixes the gold issue, it does not fix the bone shard issue. You're kind of on your own on the bone shard front. Great way to start the run, ranting about things I don't like. But it appears we're high rolling our doors anyway, or at least potentially high rolling our doors, because we went into 4 rooms before we got to the shop. So, what am I complaining about? Take an inner flame there. And now, a lot of the run is going to be decided here, potentially. Whatever we see up here. There's any number of things, such as an invisible knife, that are good to take there. We always buy treasure on the pedestal, so we can make sure we have a decent amount of money when we get to shops. And I would consider that a pretty damn good shop, personally. It's going well, guys. Good start. I don't know how I feel about crit item slave, though. I feel like crit item slave is, not his best archetype, but hey, maybe it's good. You know, secretly, deep down, maybe it's good. Why did that do so little damage? Oh god, he's gonna ult while this is up. Okay, we stopped him. A little scary there. But not really scary, I guess. Just like, didn't want him to ult. Really more it's just spite on my part. Because like, if he ults, he feels good about himself, and we just cannot have that. I guess I'll break this and upgrade my slave. A little commitment to the slave, why not? Also, I forgot a heal there. Don't yell at me. I saw it at the last second. If I die to 10 HP or 9 HP, then you guys can yell at me. We'll see. Will the yelling be justified? I guess now it doesn't matter. So now you can't yell at me. Because I healed and now I'm full. I want to see apologies. If you yelled, even in real life where I couldn't hear you, start apologizing now. Or else. I'll get you. It's going to be quick and, you know, you won't even see it coming. But it will happen. Alright, so the halfling's here. Pretty worthless heal, but we want to get her out of the NPC pool so we can see other NPCs. So we let her out. She's going to give me my dear friend. No, but it's pretty good, though. I'm not going to lie. Every time I've seen the halfling today, because I did some Twitch runs, she gave me my dear friend twice. And now she gave me that. So she has been giving me some pretty crazy heals, and not one time have they been useful. No, actually, no, the first run of the stream, it was actually a pretty decent heal, so I take it back. Sorry, halfling. I'm slandering you a little bit. Okay. Let's see what's in the shop. A solar sword. Don't mind if I do. We also still have a legendary to get up here. Maybe should have considered the bone. Or the ring. That also works. I'll take a ring. Why not? Can't really go wrong with the ring. Also this. We have treasure... Oh, no. I thought we had treasure 5 for some reason. We have treasure 4 now. Yay. That'll do me, actually. That's a good shot. Good stuff happening so far on this run. Who knows what it holds in the future. Maybe that's the last good thing we see and the rest of the run is misery. Doubtful, but it could happen. Talk to me in about 50 minutes. Give or take. Sure. Little ability spam action. That's like one of the only archetypes I really consider Slave even slightly decent at. I'm sure he could do like decent stuff on crit items, I guess. It would like he's certainly no savant when it comes to crit items. But maybe he can do more than I'm giving him credit for. Either way, we're still non-committal on all of the stuff we're doing right now, so it doesn't really matter. Basically, in the Skul early game, I've just kind of tend to grab whatever I see that I consider to be good. And that's good enough up to like Act 3. Well, I guess usually by Leona Sisters, you want to have a central focus on what you're building. Because they are not easy fights. But Yiggy here... Yiggy's all about just making sure he doesn't get the ult on you. That's all that matters here. Nice. I don't think he's going to get to ult on us. Certainly hope not. Maybe he will, actually, because he's, gearing up for, the second attack here. Nice long attack, though, which gives me some time. Oh. Aw, man, come on, Yiggy, don't do it! I'm gonna stop you. So we didn't quite get to get him before he ulted, but, we killed him during the ult, so that's all that matters. As long as he doesn't get to finish the animation, that's all I care about. So we have the secret special agent world tree seed back there when it appears behind the healing orb, and you have to like fucking James Bond your way over to it and pick it up to get the value. Do I care? Not really. But what else is even here? Take Harpy, bro. I'll just special agent my way over there. Let's get rid of this. And give it our best. Ugh! I failed that so hard. Holy shit. Terrible attempt. 0 out of 10. Shyness is great. Ready to die? Pass. Don't want to die, you know? The dark ability is telling me its intentions, or the curse, I should say. Like, it's telling me what it wants to do to me. Like, I like living. Crazy novel concept, but living kind of cool. So I think I'm gonna not die, actually. At least not until I get to the Liana sisters. Then I'll die. But before that, no. What do you got for me? Money's fine. Would like some bone shards, but we'll negotiate that at a further date, aka the next room. And I expect to see some bone shards in my next paycheck. Or else I might go on strike. And you wouldn't want that. Alright. What's gonna happen? Okay, I'm going on strike. Actually, I'm not. I'm beholden to this game. I got no bargaining power. It's fucked up, man. Alright, we'll just start rolling. Although, bone shards are pretty tempting. Gotta say. More bone shards? Okay. Tempting me with a good time, I see. Well, I'm a sucker for a good time, so hey. You got me. What can I say? You win. Hope you're happy with yourself. World Tree Seed, goodbye. Right now, this run is really just random bullshit go. But it's good enough. The invisible knife with the magic damage is a perfectly fine justification to build some magic. Same with the mage's necklace. Owie! Nice. Oh, no, no! We fell, guys. Ow. Oh? I just did Yaksha. I'm sorry, Yaksha. I love you, but it's not meant to be, man. However, show up in maybe like a week or so, and then we'll talk, okay? The thing about Yaksha runs... Although, actually, that had Yaksha Fist. I told someone I would try Yaksha Fist. I probably should have taken him. Because, like, I'm a little unsold on Yaksha Fist runs for Yaksha because his other build is just so OP. But, like, maybe they're good and I just don't know. I'm willing to try it at least once. Ow. Jesus. It's not hard to see why a Yaksha Fist run would be powerful. Because, it's, like, pretty intuitive. Like, concentrated attacks dealing giga damage, and then you build your damage percent up and deal 1 Berillion damage with your Yaksha Fist. But it's competing with the slowness Yaksha build, which is like, yeah, it's pretty stiff competition, man. Like if I'm going to be playing Yaksha, am I going to choose to play raw damage Yaksha or slowness Yaksha? You know, that's the problem. Let's take an Archdemon, why not? Get a little crazy. Get a little wild. I'll go ahead and commit to Slave. Why not? He's fun. I like him. Really cool flow of gameplay on this character. I also don't play him as much as I'd like. Also, you're about to get Archdemon so hard, dude. You don't even know. Just stay right there, buddy. Aw, oh, dude, they're dodging. Uh-oh. Thank God for parry. We almost got Gatling gunned, man. That would have sucked. And I even really did get a little Gatling gunned. Like, it still got me a little. This shit hurts. Thank you. The strike is over. It was that easy. My requests, demands even, were reasonable. You just didn't listen. Next, my next demand is unreasonable. I would like exactly 1 Huntress's arrow, please. Or even better, Mage's chosen badge. That'd be really cool. See, a little... Now I'm kind of up in the ante a little bit, you know? I got one thing from them, and now I want more. The wheel is good. I would get rid of this, but I want to be swapping more. But I guess it goes. Now I'm being offered crit stuff. I'd be pretty stupid to not take the Black Steel Daggers. We're going to be a little short on damage, but with crit items you don't need as much damage, so we'll be fine. How far does this reach? Not very. But it did take care of the Gatling gunner, so. Thank you. See? Okay, now we're talking. Now you and me, we're on the same wavelength now. This is exactly what I wanted all along. And is it hard on you? Are you gonna be okay, Skull? Oh! All I'm saying is my demands are reasonable until they're not. Now, here's the question. Is this a skull room? It is. Unlikely to be a dupe, though. This is probably a rare. Yup. Well, that was a short-lived dream. See you in the next life. Prisoner. Sorry, prisoner. I am overdue for a prisoner run, but I don't think it's this run. The earlier you see prisoner, the better. Although I will say Act 3, Part 1 is a perfectly reasonable time to start hunting for cursed chests. Like, I could have conceivably taken prisoner there and been fine. But I've already committed so many bone shards to Slave. And I want to use him because he's cool. Let's hit her with another Arc Demon. Yeah, one of these. Oh, you guys fucked up. Take all that damage and like it. Owie. I don't have to ride the merry-go-round for this. In fact, I might have them. Okay, no, we can. Okay. Now, if the long-hair sister comes down here, I will just kill her because I don't have to ride the merry-go-round for this, and if I don't have to, I won't. You're dead. Good decision, idiot. You could have been the one to turn into a Dark Quartz monster. Now look at you. You're nothing. Maybe that wasn't smart. Who knows? Didn't really do that much damage, so gotta remember I want to die. And if anyone's, because like I was talking to the new people potentially, if you're wondering why I want to die in this fight, it's to activate certain items in Skull whose condition are you must die one time to have this active. We took the Dark Ability Last Resistance to give ourselves an extra life aside from Reassembly, which is the normal extra life you have. And it will eat that and not our Reassembly, thus saving our Reassembly. I did not actually want to die there like that, but that's fine, I guess. Okay. Normally I want to die in a more controlled way, but she actually just killed me there, so. It's all good. Give me something cool for once in the Lyanna chest. Should have known better, really. Why'd I even ask? Hand of the Destroyer is fine if I'm trying to do ability spam items, which at this point I might well be. Though we're getting, we're running in a 9-item syndrome right now. A lot of these items I want to keep. Could get rid of treasure for. Might do it. I don't really want to though. But it's really the only option I have other than skip. And I think skip is probably fine. I'll just skip. Fuck it. We'll rely on the next shop for a little power scaling. Hand of the Destroyer would have been fine. But we can do better. I don't think this is a weapon of arms run. Arms, artifact. I mean, it's a lot of damage is the thing. My item quality could stand to be better, though. It is a very considerable one, though. So we get 30, 60, 90, 120, and then 150. With more to be gained. We don't have Fulgent on yet. I think it's takeable, and I will take it. It's a lot of damage to leave on the table. A little risky, though, because now our money gain is terrible. But, hopefully, I don't regret that. It really depends on what items I see moving forward. I also think I'm perfectly happy and content to commit to Hunter here, so we will do it. This works for me. And we even got a good skill. Kind of. All that matters is multi-shot. No siege shot, multi-shot. That's all I care about. Huh! Oops. All right. First room looks good to me. Though look how much money we're getting. 1K's not... It's better than I expected. I think it's because we have the golden whip. Golden whip's doing me some good. Oh. Is that even anything we want? I don't think so. Still good to see it, but... not exactly a fit for our build. But also, when do you ever see anything really takeable out of treasure chests? It's just money for the most part, which is good, but you know. Ability spam items, maybe this is my cue. Let's save our money. Money's very precious. Thank God I have enough HP to be comfortable and not have to buy the food. I'm gonna see if I can get his ass with this. No! Why do people defend Archdemon again? I've seen defenders of Archdemon. Why? It's not good, man. I am not an Archdemon enjoyer. I'll say that much. I don't think it's like the worst Quint, but god damn, bro. You're a legendary. Have some pride. Also gotta remember to do the parry. Oh, we might be getting an ultimate golem. No, okay. Ooh, this is gnarly. Okay. Okay. Not too shabby. Kind of. Actually, that was pretty shabby. What am I saying? That was shabby. Really nasty adventurers as well. Oh, I'm stunned! I'm dead. Wow. Can't say I'm shocked, because I got stunned. For the record, not good, not the end of the world. We're not dead, you know, we just lost reassembly. Not ever a fun thing to go through, but manageable, as long as I'm careful. Interesting thing to point out, though, is all of my dark ability slots are filled up, so we don't actually have room for last resistance anymore. I think I'll be okay. Just gotta play it safe. Oh yeah, we'll break this. Sadly, no legendary hunter yet, but hopefully soon. What we really need to do is lock in on a strategy, because we have like crit items and ability spam items here. And it's a little all over the place. It'd be nice to solidify on something. Not that you can't do hybrids, but I don't know if this is the best one to do it on. Oh, did I open that? Yes, I did. Okay. Money's very important. As you can see, we're extremely poor, which is to be expected. And also, part of the reason why I wasn't sure taking Weapon of Arms was the good thing to do there. I don't regret it yet. By the end of the run, I might. Another thing I need to, like I said it earlier, but I need to start perfect parrying. I'm so used to dodging after I swap that just the autopilot kicking in. Lunar Ring, that's so fucking good and what I was hoping to see. Also, Artifact Clone Stamp, that is insane amounts of damage. It also gives me a focus if I want to, which is Artifact Plus. Obviously, a bit of a meme, but at the same time, it's not like the worst thing. The damage is already good. Actually, maybe the ring goes? It's like a crazy thought, but I think it's the play, maybe. But maybe not. This could maybe go, but like, I just feel weird about the ability spam items at this point, or I mean the crit items at this point. It feels weird. This whole run is weird though. Like, I think in a word you could perfectly describe this run as weird. But sometimes weird is good. Is it good in this case? We'll see. We'll see, man. Maybe I'm cooking, maybe I'm not. I'm kind of just going with what I'm offered, though, at this stage. That's what happens when you take Weapon of Arms. I think I'm going to commit to this. For better or worse. I will buy Artifact on the pedestal. Got good damage scaling. We will probably buy Misfortune on the other pedestal unless I find a better ability spam item. But, you know, who knows? This run's very interesting. This is definitely the weirdest run I've been on in a very long time. If you're like in fact, this is like the worst video to show to new people, genuinely. Like, fucking appealing to the new players earlier, or the new viewers. This is not a standard Skul run. This is a bizarre one, guys. I was thinking about Sin for a second, but Sin doesn't really help me. I guess it could. I could get rid of some of the physical scaling, but also, never mind, because most of our scaling is coming from curses. Like, we don't even have wisdom or courage. So, let's do a perfect parry here. About time I started doing them. Bro, can you, like, move? Thank you. But that last shop was insane. Like, I'm glad I did the gambit now. The weapon of arms gambit. Because it really paid off. That fucking clone stamp, ridiculous. And now we're at Chimera. This will be a good litmus for how strong we actually are. Well, maybe not, because we have the wheel, and the wheel kind of tends to glitch out against Chimera. Either way, we will see about where this run is at. I would imagine a little below par. But maybe I'm underestimating it. We also don't have our legendary hunter yet, who would really help out a lot here. So, like, even after we get out of this fight, we're going to get immediately more powerful. But at the same time, my fears seem to be unfounded. We're doing a doing a good job. This is crazy. Why is this run like this? Okay. Sure. I guess. If it works, it works. What are you gonna do? None of this is good. The thing we have to keep in mind is no reassembly. That shit's dangerous. I gotta keep that in my fucking skull at all times, is that I don't got reassembly. So we are living on a prayer. But nothing wrong with living on a prayer. Sometimes it works. Really wouldn't mind having wisdom on this run. I think the best item we can find is Nether Mana Suppressor. I don't know what we would get rid of. Probably this. Keep my eyes peeled. Hope Slasher would also be fine, but good job, Meteors. You did it. What'd you do? You sure in all that mayhem and commotion, something good happened because of the Meteors. It had to, right? It just had to. We are definitely not giving him my money. He will rob me blind if I do. 710? What a psycho, dude. Have some decency. Don't think I got room. There's like... maybe this could go, but... oh, I have terrible Collection Desire. Maybe actually at the end of this I get rid of Collection Desire. I think I might actually. We could instantly make our Collection Desire a little better by getting rid of like the ring. But the ring is max HP. And that's... well, also so is that because it gives me Antique. I still think keeping the ring's better though. Like without reassembly, max HP is our best friend. Man, this run's so fucking weird. I can't get over how weird it is. Very bizarre. This one is interesting. Oh, was the Scientist a Dark Elite? Or maybe I just killed the Scientist. I bet it's you. Oh, it is you. Hey, Meteors! Bada bing, baby! What's up? Good job. You did it. I'll tell ya. Y'all are killing it, man. And by it, I mean occasionally one enemy on this whole map. But you're still killing stuff, and that's kind of what's up. I will just buy a misfortune here and leave with leet money. Because we are poor and we're going to be eternally poor for the rest of the run. We have 45 crit rate, right? Yes. More than enough to justify an invisible knife. And now we have a dupe here. What do I want duped? Invisible knife would be good. There's a lot of stuff that would be weird. The clone stamp would be hilarious. And it actually would free up maybe some vital. What would I get rid of? That's artifact. This. But that's also dense damage scaling. We will play it by ear. And also, this is like a rare run where you can actually go artifact 7 and it's fine. Because you get 30 damage % regardless. The ring. Interesting. Well then. Perhaps this. I'm thinking that's probably the play. You go Mutant 3. Mutant Plus. That's like the good players play. Also, I'm not so sure about getting rid of this, but it's probably the right play. Yeah, it's the right play. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Oh, and I can also go Treasure Plus, actually. I think I'm going to do that. In fact, I am going to do that. Hang on a second. Wait just a moment. Treasure Plus is insane. Oh, I didn't even think about it for a moment because I was like, you know, my mind is always so, like, against it because it's too good. But, this run goes super hard with Treasure Plus. Oh, you guys aren't even prepared for about what's about to happen to this run once I take Treasure Plus. You don't know what's about. You don't know. That's all you don't know. You will know, but for now, you don't. And if you do know, you're already freaking out because it's going to be so insane. We just got to make it there. So let's get through this. All right, ma'am. She can actually fuck you up pretty hard. I got to focus. Should have cast Arc. Oh, she's not even taking Arc Demon. Wow. My bad. Like, we're going to be... The hardest fight we're going to face on this run is going to be Dark Hero, basically. If we can get past the Dark Hero, it's all smooth sailing from there. He's the final hurdle before this run becomes unstoppable. Oh, yes. Thank you for the Davy Jones. Let me get these Arachna skill, or Arachna shrines, way, way up. Come on, baby. All the way to the moon. Max HP is more important. It literally, at this stage, is all about getting to the, to past Dark Hero. That's all that matters. Obviously, I still have to execute the run with Dark Skull. Like, I have to do well against him. But, like, the run's already pretty damn good. A little behind par, but not by a lot. It will become a Giga run of Giga runs once I get past Dark Skull. Oh, come on. Really? Get the fuck out of here. How did that even happen, man? How did the enemy that triggers this room, spawning all of its enemies, get way over here? Ridiculous. Oh, I dashed. Whoops. Force of habit. I did it again. That's just going to keep happening. You get into a habit on this game, and then you just get used to it. Oops. Still lots and lots of bone shards to be gotten, so keep giving me skull runes. Oh, the treasure chest. Okay. Now we change this back to treasure. And we are sitting pretty. Lose a little bit. Oh. I'll do it. Thanks for nothing. We're going to be a little worse off before we get to the actual true end game. Because we lost a little bit of our crit rate. But we still have like a good amount of crit rate. We lost 15. I think we're at 35 now. 40. 40 is more than enough. But obviously we want the extra crit rate. Artifacts on the pedestal, right? So we're going to get even more artifact value from Treasure Plus. If it's not on the pedestal, I'll buy it on the pedestal. And wouldn't you know it, I actually did my pedestals correctly on this Treasure Plus run. Isn't it great? Howling Egg is a trap, I believe. We're gonna get Wisdom 2 soon anyway. And this is just risking, like, needlessly risking the run. I've been talking about this a lot lately, but like there's like a concept in games that I feel like people don't talk about enough in Skul that I think I'm gonna start harping on a little more. It's win more. And I'm sure if you played other games, you know about this, but it's like you're already winning the run. But what if you could win the run more? And then that's when you take like the Howling Egg, right? Makes you stronger, but you're already strong enough to win, so why risk it? And I feel like in Skul, a lot of people get really hyperfixated on the win more aspects of runs. Blatant run building mistakes, call me out on it all the live long day. Someone recently pointed out in the bleed video that I had bleed 5 and could have taken the gunpowder sword. Shouts to Arabia, by the way. You're completely correct there. That's a fair thing to point out. But not taking the Howling Egg, that's not fair to point out because it just gives me Omen 2 at the end of the run for no reason when I'm already about to be so obscenely powerful that the game isn't even going to know what to do with me. It's going to get super scared and junk, you know? Dark Skull going to be shaking. He's going to be going, ah, ah. And I won't care because I have no mercy. Faster than the speed of sound of me firing my bow there. Oh, I was facing the wrong way. Alright, Joan, prepare to meet your maker. A la Archdemon. Here it comes. Yeah, that's what's up. Get Archdemon, dude. You don't even know. You don't even freaking know how good that was. You might think you know, you don't. What would we do without Archdemon? Perish. Perish through and through. Destined death from Elden Ring. Just dead forever. With no way of coming back. Just like Joan. That's her right now. She's dead. Alright. What do we got? Shadow Ravenlord to trade a bad Quint for a good one at the last second? Sure. I'm down. We can't do anything here, but I'll look anyway. 2 status. I've seen so much Bloodfest lately. It's kind of crazy. It won't stop showing up. I think it likes me. How do I let it down easy? Your niche. I'm sorry. It's not you. Well, okay. It is you. But it's also me, because I'm not on a bleed run. It's just simply that you're niche. But that's actually a pretty harsh... Like, that's not letting it down easy. But how do you let... Like, you can't, right? It's niche. It just is. Yep, this is on the pedestal. We're going to get one more 30% from that. Not that that's super important, but it is a min-max. Give me that. What's behind this? Nothing. All right, here's my kit. I'm going to slow roll over everything, so if you don't know what these items do, you can see. Here I go. All right. The kit is good as fuck. It's not at its maximum potential, though. We're also going to have to get rid of one of these items. Probably this. Or, I'll think about when we get there. It's going to be one of either this or this. Probably this. Not that I don't like heirloom. Maybe heirloom's worth it. I don't know. Maybe there's something else worth getting rid of. Nope. Okay, good talk. It's going to be one of those. We'll see. Boys, could you just... Yeah, like, do that, please. Thank you. We're also going to have just insane amounts of treasure inscription. Normally, I end up getting Normally, I end up getting rid of one of the treasure items for Treasure Plus, but this time we're going to keep them all. So we'll have even more treasure. It's going to be kind of crazy. This is the last fight where we even stand a chance at losing, so I'm going to actually take it pretty serious. And I shouldn't say that, because we do have a chance of losing regardless. But it becomes less and less likely once we get our enhanced inscription. Also, damn! I'm always making fun of the meteors for missing, but they came to play that time. That was like perfect timing. Also, damn, I wish I had Ravenlord active. In fact, maybe I do. Look at these perfectly placed ravens just waiting. Oh, look at them go. They're so pissed. They want it. They want it bad. Oh, yeah. No, the delay. Get him. Get him. Oh, my God. Ravens. What was that? Ravens. Man, come on, dog. 2 wheels. Ravens. Like, now we're ever going to send him into phase 2 here. It's not even a bad thing, really. Gotta love playing slave. You don't even gotta try. Oh, come on, really? Just don't get siphoned. Oh, he fucking punched me at the wall. Oh, we're in trouble. Okay. Nice try, Sir Hero. I mean, he came to play this time, I won't lie. This is why I still think Dark Hero is a pretty damn hard fight. A lot of RNG and variables. Some people at least get confused when I talk about Dark Hero being harder than Dark Skull. And which I understand. It's not really something I try and bring up too often because I don't want to make people who are struggling against Dark Skull feel bad. But in my opinion, what truly makes this game hard at the end of the day is variance. And Dark Skull has 0 variance, basically. Dark Hero has so much variance, it's insane. Like, he can do so many different attacks. He's a menace to society. Okay. Now begins the fun part. I'm going to show you my damage before, and then I'm going to show you my damage after we pick up this fucking treasure shit. It's going to be crazy. I'm so excited. Okay. Damage right now, it's like fine. It's mediocre. It is what it is. However, watch this. Boop, bop, bam. And just like that, collection desire value achieved. Holy shit. Not just collection desire, so many things. We got 90 damage from our weapon of arms alone because of hidden blade, arms, and artifact. Then like collection desire just going from like 100 to 225, right? Yup. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. I'm thinking that's pretty good. 395 max HP, we're chilling. However, I will still focus, because it would be embarrassing to lose from here, and I don't want that fucking stank on me, so I will be going into concentration. I'm not gonna lie, the meteors are coming out to play today, man. They're hitting. They're doing their jobs. I'm kind of shocked. Now, here's a Ravenlord that to believe in. Right here. He can't move for a good while. Good job, Ravenlord. Mission complete. I'm trying my best to avoid that attack in particular. That's why I was playing as carefully as I was. Alright, so we sent him to about half. If I'm careful here, though I think I don't have a choice in the matter, we can avoid him going into the... You know what? Fuck it. I don't think we can stop it, so I'm just going to beat the hell out of him. Like, we could have skipped the Giggle here, potentially, but... Giga ult's no big deal. I'm not afraid of him. Ooh, dude, he was trying. Fucking sweat lord over here. He really wants it. He wants my fucking ass. That shit ain't free, bro. Pay to play. The toll is 1 tibia. I'll be taking that tibia now. Let me make sure I want the tibia. 55 crit rate. Tibia, tibia, technically tibia. It's actually not that good of a tibia, but it's also not that good of a femur either. I still think it's tibia. I 55 crit rate is just not enough, I don't think, to justify the femur. Though, really, maybe it just is. I don't know. I'm going to take the tibia. But it's definitely... You can make arguments for the femur there. At the end of the day, it's just like a nitpick. Now, something that could fuck me over here is him doing the pillars, so I have to be very careful about that happening to me. If he does summon the pillars, we change the way we're playing and we play very carefully. Because we don't have reassembly, that's just worth short-circuited. Worth keeping in mind. I went full Porky Pig there. No pillars, okay. Okay. All is good, I think. I don't think I took too much there at the end. Turns out I'm actually at, like, I don't know, half. Half HP. Okay, cool. We can still win, guys. I'm pretty sure I could still win from half since we're at 395. But it would be a little scarier. Oh, yeah, we're good. Though I shouldn't get too cocky. Also, remember to switch sides. Also learned today, and you guys are going to make fun of me, but you also know me by now. I did not know that Tibia was a debuff. I thought it was a buff to the character. I never knew, and now I see it, that when you activate Tibia against one of these hands and you go to attack the other one, it doesn't actually work on it doesn't have like Tibia on it because Tibia is a debuff and not a buff. Maybe I'll catch some other fellow non-readers. Oh, okay, let's be careful. Maybe I'll catch some other fellow non-readers and they'll be like, really? Dang. It's actually getting a little scary. I don't like the amount of damage I'm taking here. Well, I mean, we're gonna win. Thank God we have a lot of max HP, but I was playing a little fast and loose there. A little bit stupid, but what are you gonna do? I don't think this phase of Alexander has a chance in hell of killing me from this amount of HP. Even at his worst. We're gonna be cool. Goodbye. And just like that, we win. GG's. What do we do for this windscreen? I kind of want to get slave windscreen. But I don't know what to do with them. Crummy windscreen. But it's 1.8. They all suck. They're all bad. At least we got some Ravenlords in. GG's. What can I say about this run? Treasure Plus, pretty damn good. A good curse selection. Good, Collection Desire wasn't doing too much until the end, but I was going to get rid of it, but I kept it because I saw the Treasure Plus play. Artifact Plus would have been funny, but thankfully we didn't have to go there and we went Treasure Plus instead. Actually, you know what? I think the mistake on this run is Go-Getter. Maybe. Invisible Knife is strong enough to carry, but I feel like maybe Predicted Pain would have been better. I didn't expect it to be such low Go-Getter value, but Wheel and the Invisible Knife together are pretty good. And also the damage from these is also, I guess, worth considering. At the end of the day, it's like nitpicky. And, I was saying earlier, like, win more and all that, I don't think you can objectively consider this a run building mistake. Just like maybe it could have been Predicted Pain and who knows if it would have been better. The thing you have to understand about both of these characters is they don't do high skill damage. They're not very powerful in that department. They're really good at utilizing items, but not so good at utilizing their raw skill damage. So now that I really think about it, I'm pretty sure Predicted Pain would have been worse. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the run. Very cool, interesting, weird one. If we had gone the Artifact 6 route, it would have been even weirder, and certainly a lot weaker. But I'm glad we ended up going the Treasure Plus route and turning it into an actual, like, genuinely good strategy and run, and brought an easy dub home. The scariest part of this run was definitely losing Reassembly, but as I always say, Reassembly, losing it, not a big deal. It's there, basically, the way I look at Reassembly and Last Resistance is, like, it's peace of mind. Like, I'm comfortable. Whenever I don't have them, I'm a lot more uncomfortable, and it can lead me to make more mistakes in my movement and stuff because I'm nervous and I'm scared. But we didn't really get to that point on this run, even though I did lose it. I was comfortable the whole time. But yeah, I'm rambling at this point. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the run. If you're new here, I don't know why anyone new would be recommended me at this stage because like Skul is kind of on a lull in the algorithm. But if you somehow find me, what up, man? Hopefully you stay and vibe with us, play some Skul, do some gaming and all that. But yep, I'm done here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.